close to 20 years. He knew my daughter, who's now 44, when she was 13, and he was my very dear protector. I've had some issues in my life and had a lot of loss, and I would stay home, and Colleen, you made me think of it. I didn't want to do anything or go out. I didn't feel like I was worthy to go out, and he would come over to my house when I lived in Westbrook. We're going dancing, Nellie. You're not going to stay here. You're not going to wallow in this house, and you're not going to let all this bother you. You need to come out dancing. So he would pick me up every Tuesday for roller skating. He would pick me up every Friday and Saturday for dancing at Zachary's, and he was my protector because I'm 70 years old. At that time, I'd never gone out alone. Never gone out alone. Women didn't go out alone, right, Carol? In the early days, women didn't go out alone. No, we didn't. It wasn't right. It wasn't right to go out alone. And I said, I can't go into a dance place by myself without an escort. And he said, I'll be your escort. I'll take care of you, and I'll protect you. And he's, to a fault, he sat next to me all the time, that nobody would come up to me or ask me to dance. And at one point I said, Peter, you gotta just leave me alone a little bit. Maybe I'll get asked to dance. But I didn't. Yeah, he protected both of us. We met each other at that similar time. But anyway, I knew Peter when he was married to his first wife, and they went roller skating. So Peter and I and my former husband, Mike Bailey, who you all know, we all went roller skating at Happy Wheels. And I guess that's about all I've got to say is he was my protector. And if it weren't for him, I wouldn't have met all of you. If it weren't for him, I would never have gone out to a bar or a dance place after I'd been through my last tragedy. So I love you, Peter. Thank you.
Most of you know me as the limo driver, and we all got together various times in limos and had a great time. But more on the serious side of what Peter meant to me was when Nella touched on it. I knew him from Happy Wheels, first met him because you would roller skate there, and Peter would talk to everybody that was brought out. If you were at roller skating, you knew at that point you were going to meet Peter if he was there. And he was a very good roller skater, and that surprised me because I roller skated all my life, and I don't think he started, if I remember right, at an early age. But I could be wrong there, but that's when I met him, and he started talking about Zachary's also back then to me, and I started to think, well, geez, after roller skating, why not dance? I love to do it. And I went over there, and the rest is history with everybody here, with Laura and all the others that were there dancing away. A lot of them are not here today that we danced with and had a great time with, but some of you know what I'm talking about in those days at Zachary's. A shame, Peter, it was just a shame to Peter that place closed because it ended something we all loved to do. And that was where we just camped out on Tuesday. That was it. You didn't go home to watch TV or anything else. You cleared Tuesday night and danced until the band couldn't play anymore. And they kicked us all out. That's the way it was. And I'm sure a lot of you know what I'm talking about. And then the days where we did meet off and on, whether it be Seasons Grill or some other place that we kind of like, I think it was Thatcher's.
Yep.
We're there too. Always, like everybody said already, first on the dance floor, last off. It made you feel right at home, even in a new place that we were gathering. This is just the way he was. As everybody's already said, we'll definitely miss him a lot. A good friend, smart, and when we got to limos and we went in them, he was the first to make sure everybody was going to have a good time. This is it, Glenn. Boy, this is where we going. I mean, sometimes we didn't even know ourselves, but we did. And show up sometimes here when the parties were going on. I'd work, but I was all done. And Peter's the first one to say, "Hey, can we get in? Can we go around the block?" Or whatever. I'd say, "Hey, the car's dirty." Anyway, from the other people, let's go. And some of the things we just did together were amazing with the limos that I did. And I really do miss him as a good friend, as a person to talk to that actually listened to you and had solutions for you if you got a little depressed or a little down in life, as we all do sometimes. But it just seemed that Peter never did. He could just talk you out of anything, or make everything brighter when you thought it was the most dark side of your life. But that's what. And like everybody has already said, I'm going to miss him a lot. He was a great, great friend.